During this year, we've all been through a lot. We've been called upon to not socialize with family and friends how we once did. This global pandemic has taken away a lot of people's jobs, and lives have been lost. Through these challenging times, we have to trust God will give us the guidance. I feel that we've nurtured hope throughout this school year by having faith and perseverance. I know that everyone's going through a tough time. The goal is to use our faith and energy to remain positive. Use this time to reflect on what's important in life and to recognize the positive effects that staying at home has had on our environment. Pollution levels are lowering. Water and air are cleaner. This is also a time for us to work on ourselves and strengthen our relationship with God. Sometimes it's hard to stay positive through tough times like these, but we have to have hope, patience, and faith that things will get better. We need to work together, care for one another as a community, and get through this pandemic together. We must have hope.
You may not always have a comfortable life, and you will not always be able to solve all the world's problems at once. But don't ever underestimate the importance you can have, because history has shown us that courage can be contagious, and hope can take on a life on its own. Michelle Obama. I think this quote is very meaningful to the school year we had. This year, we've had to have a lot of hope. This quote says, "You may have not always been comfortable with life," and I think that relates to us a lot. This year has been very different, and a lot has been new to us. The one thing we have all had to have is hope. We may not be able to solve all the world's problems at once, as it says in the quote, but we do need hope. We need hope this year, and I think this quote explains it well.
When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that the hero lies in you. Mariah Carey. Hope is a feeling of expectation of how we picture certain things are going to happen. When things are not happening the way we expected, a mixture of feelings will start to emerge and make things worse. We start to worry, and when it gets worse, we start to fear, and this contradicting feeling makes you doubt yourself and create unnecessary stress. If we were only looking on the negative side of things, then we would see no light. Keeping a positive mindset and focusing on looking after our physical well-beings can bring us back on course to steer towards our expectations.
Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. When we have hope, we gain strength for God to stay strong during these difficult times.
My father kept a garden of the heart. He planted all the good things that gave my life a start. He turned me to the sunshine and encouraged me to dream, fostering and nurturing the seeds of self-esteem. And when the winds and rains came, he protected me enough, but not too much, because he knew I need to stand up strong and tough. His constant good example always taught me right from wrong, markers for my pathway to last my whole life long. I am my father's garden, I am his legacy, and I hope today he feels the love reflected back to me.
I chose this quote because it really stood out to me personally. I've realized that no matter what was going on in this world, like COVID, racism, division, or war, as long as I keep my full trust and hope in God's plan for me, I have nothing to fear in my life. The image relates to the quote and my narration that I just said because Jesus is giving me his hand to trust him.
Nurturing child quote. Nurturing a child's sense of personal worth and therefore hope and dreams for a wonderful future is perhaps the most important responsibility of every grown-up and a child's life.
There is always one light in life whenever there is no ray of hope. You have to think positive that time. If you don't hope, things really won't ever be so fine. Hope gets you out of the bad. It makes you happy when you are sad. Hope gets you out of the pain, gives the pleasure and the gain. Hope makes you what you want. Don't lose hope ever in life. One day you will get what you were deprived, so never lose your hope in life.
Sometimes the best thing that you can do is not think, not wonder, not imagine, not obsess. Just breathe and have faith that everything will work out for the best.
It is time for dreaming better, as well as thoughts and deed, creating new directions from the messages that we read. It is time for thinking better about our fellow man. Helping is so important, but we must do all we can. Change is ever present, but we seem to see it now. The path ahead seems rocky as we figure out the how. So much is just moving forward, awakening from the night, welcoming the wisdom of things that come to light.
Hope's wish to help people out will never be true if we turn our backs. So with people's help, the path will lay out. With people's courage, the light will be true. And the lights once thought black are shining like stars.
Nurturing hope is to turn to hope when we need it most. Like during these hard times, we must always await days of sunshine and happiness, no matter how dark the world has gone. I have shown this by staying positive, praying, and enjoying times with others. The more time I am with my friends and family, the happier I feel. It helps me realize that there is always light and smiles, in even the darkest, saddest times. While the world has become gray, the streets have become quiet, and everything has changed, there will always be kindness, faith, love, strength, and hope. The world won't be this way forever. We just need to be patient.
Even though it's hard to find hope in a bad time, you have to find it to hope that you will see the light at the end of a dark tunnel.
When situations are just not right, when everything does not seem to be right, when you feel the fright, there is one word that keeps you going. It's hope, because it makes you strong, gives you the solution to the wrong, so keep the hope alive.